Hi Aquarius, the Ivy Phoenix here. Welcome to your July 2018 reading. Similar setup to last month, just because I'm not getting these out when I thought I would. But on that note, thank you all so much for checking in on me. It has been very, very welcoming. Going through some of the things that I'm dealing with from a personal aspect. I really, really appreciate it. You don't know how much it's meant to me, whether I have responded to you or not. Just please know it's really gotten me through some of my lower energetic days, I should say. I mentioned some of what was going on in the Aries video since that was the first video. And I just kind of wanted it to be addressed once so that I can get these out to you a lot sooner than I did in June. But similar to what I advised last month, please definitely be paying attention to your sun and rising signs specifically for my videos. That's what I really feel compelled to share with you. You can watch your moon and Venus for sure, but I definitely feel like the sun and rising signs in your chart are going to be crucial for this season over the next couple of months. And yeah. So general reading will not resonate with anyone. Welcome back, of course, to those of you who have already been a part of the Fire family. And hello to, new subscribers. But those of you who are new to the channel, I definitely welcome you. I do not read reversals. I do not call out signs. You can apply the situation as you see fit. All right, Aquarius, July 2018. What's going on? What's going on? Aquarius, July. Last month. Definitely remember your reading because I was sitting there just like, what is this energy? What? This is not exactly like Aquarians. You guys are very detached. You have composure over certain situations. But my goodness, y'all are just fighting for the hell of it. That's not exactly your forte. And then I was like, Mars. Mars is in your sign and it is causing you to act not necessarily in your regular schmegular character. So y'all were sitting up there fighting for the heck of it. I may not even be remembering what you're fighting for, but it was happening. So let's see what we're going to be getting for you this month, shall we? I have to sneeze. Let's turn off for Aquarius, July 2018. Let's see, for Aquarius. Now, that reading was towards the tail end of June, so I was calling it more of a sneak peek. One, as to what was already building up in June, but a sneak peek as to what was going to go down in July, and we have the Tower here. So, a couple more cards. No, okay, one more pull, but we'll see how many cards come out. And for me, pull just means, shuffling until something reveals itself. Okay, okay. Okay, so eclipse season is going to mean something to you all. Because the sun came out, but the moon is right there at the bottom. Okay, what else do we got here? And what was your video before that had to do with a ton of major arcana, huh? We have that. Ooh. Okay. So we don't have as many, so I can move things over. Ever since the cancer video, I've been sniffling. They had some serious stuff going on in theirs. All right. Can we see? Can we see? And just adjust a little. Okay. I don't like that my head's being cut off. All right. So, Six of Wands. Six of Swords. Ten of Swords. Ace of Swords. Let's be fitting. Be Knight of Cups. Knight of Pentacles. I even wanted to say Wands. Queen of Swords. The Tower. The Sun card. And the Death. Aquarius. So, yes, I do feel like eclipse season is where a lot of this storyline is going to be transpiring, whether that started with the partial solar eclipse or if we're going to be seeing more of this manifest and changes being made with the lunar eclipse that's going to be happening. Ooh, sorry, I'm sitting for so long. Oh, okay. This Six of Wands, with the rest of the energy here, is not signifying to me the positive attributes of this card. It is more so, I'm feeling egotistical, you know, like let me show off. Let me prove my point. It's more so embodying the Seven of Wands energy for me, because that's the next step, right? And you're just coming out of conflict with the other Five Wands that are there. So it's like you want to show that you were victorious. So your wand is adorned with the wreath on it as you're not walking, but, you know, riding amongst the people that you were just battling with, okay? That whole Mars situation that I spoke to. So whether you choose to either leave those people, leave those situations, and I mean, this is plural, because it's impacted your life in different ways. But whatever it is, you're leaving it, you're traveling away from it, you're taking a pause from it. It's something like that with the Six of Swords energy here, right? Now, what is getting to me is the reason why, or let me put it this way. The way that you can get the most from Mars being in your sign is dealing with the lessons that it brings up for you and understanding that it's for a reason. And I say that because we have the Ten of Swords, but then we have the Ace of Swords right after that. So there was some cycle with this, the way that you've reacted, the things that have come up that you had to learn in order to get to what is after the transformation stage. Just like with the major arcana, the event had to happen, whatever it was, because I used to really not like the Tower. I also didn't used to like the Death card. I used to really not like the Devil card, you know, because the way the images are portrayed more times than not, it it looks daunting, right? It looks like something you don't want to deal with, but it's until I really had to come to accept, just as much as there's light, there's dark. It's just inevitable. There are two sides to the coin, good and evil, white and black. When you're thinking about the um, yin and yang sign, yang, however you pronounce it. But you had to learn it. Now, I feel as if the smugness is more because Mars is in your sign. Um, you all usually don't particularly care about outside opinions. You're ruled by Uranus, for goodness sake. Like you're all about spontaneity. You're all about doing things not so much by the book. And you also are an air sign, so you're the more detached one. The last air sign at that, you're the more detached one out of Gemini, Libra, and the Aquarius collective. But this smugness that I'm feeling is more because you have Mars in your sign. But either way, the lesson presented itself. Again, I'm not necessarily saying that you were victorious, because when you're fighting, who really wins? I don't even necessarily believe in the whole analogy, fighting fair per se, but there are certain ways that you can approach a disagreement to produce a result that's, like a compromise or whatever it may be. But you had to go through this in order to learn something. So now you can, I'm just, trying to signify this can be done, and you can begin the next stage, right? Swords energy, mental energy. So this had to do with a way of thought, communication, clarity, information, all things that are very associated with your element, right? So then this Knight of Pentacles energy, what's this about, right? Especially right next to the Queen of Swords. And I feel as if this is more so about people who are bringing you messages of things that aren't adding value to your life. You have a more direct approach. Again, not that that is foreign for an Aquarian, but I just feel as if maybe even for yourself, this type of fighting nature gives you a new resolve. It gives you a new boost of energy so that you can be more direct with people if you may not have been in the past, so that you can put yourself in certain positions that you did not in the past. Whatever you used to do, I feel like this energy here is producing something else. Okay, this is aiding into this transformative energy. So this has to do with the events, the Tower, right? This, for me, is all about the season. And also, too, that there's positivity that can come from Tower moments, from those lessons that we may not be understanding at first. But with the Moon card here, it's just signifying, the eclipse season definitely has kicked this off, will kick it off, will close it out, whatever. But because the bottom of the deck to me is where you are meant to be, this Moon card has me feeling like you need to accept the trials, the trying aspects of life as well, right? This was hard for you. This was hard for you. Despite what despite what Aquarians typically embody, this was a hard situation for you. I'm even wondering, like if it was fighting with loved ones, people that you're with, certain situations in that regard. I don't know necessarily if maybe somebody's gotten lost in the midst of it all. I'm just looking here. Um, or might. Yeah, I see it for you. It's just what I was feeling. But either way, whatever came from this, just know that there's a greater good with it. And I feel as if this moon card, which is usually associated with secrets and things of that nature, things that aren't exactly present when the sun is shining bright. You're meant to understand and accept. Ooh. Now, luckily, I have an affinity already to candle wax spilling on me, but without getting burned. I have my candle over there. Nice going. But yeah, you need to learn how to accept the light with the dark. That's what some of this was. And so understanding more so than usual, not just that detachment, but that you may need to embody this going forward, and it's okay. In certain situations, it's okay. And we're not talking about, just chop that sword. The Queen of Swords, to me, has a good handle on the balance of both sides. Okay? Round and round is at the bottom. I think we have a fresh, well, no, Never Ending Story was involved before. I don't know if I mentioned this. I may have at the very beginning. I don't remember. But all of the videos that I have been doing have literally been building on each other in some way. And definitely having very similar messages in some way. So Round and Round 25, I do actually think showed up in another reading as well. That's 7. And then we have Never Ending Story 7 and 3. That is 10. So again, even though this says Never Ending Story, I feel like that is what it was before. But with this 10, showing up, 16, that also equals 7. Right? This is 19, that's 20, that's 2. I'm not 20, I'm sorry. 19, 10, 1. You have it 3 times here. So from, what was it, May with the major arcana, I'm pretty sure, then to, the Mars energy really influencing you to this, it's just a natural progression as well. All right, Aquarius. So quick, simple, to the point. You all, I feel, now have the tools to, what I also feel, you have the tools now to, move into a more active role once Mars moves out of your sign come August, starts to move back direct. But Uranus will be retrograding after, switching signs not too long ago, but it will be going retrograde. So we're going to be repeating some lessons. And since that is your ruling planet, I feel that this energy is to help you with your ruling planet shifting gears once again as well, Aquarius. Okay? That's what I got for you. So, again, you know how to reach me. All the information is down in the description box below. Join the Fire family on Facebook and Instagram. I'm also on Instant Go. Email me for any type of reading, tarot, Akashic records. Hypnotherapy is a new one now. Healing services, Reiki, crystal healing, you name it, I more than likely do it. So thank you all so much once again for just being there for me. I love you, love you, love you. Mwah. Until next time. Bye.